All right, it's Monday and we are gonna set sail, and that is not typical for us, but we are working with a whole bunch of scheduling issues and conflicts and weather, and it just makes sense for us to go. Our contract in Brunswick is up today, but there's no room for us in Charleston until 3 days from now. We could extend our stay, but the weather over the next 2 days is absolutely perfect for the sail up to Charleston. Even though Charles is on calls all day and the marina isn't ready for us, we're gonna leave now and anchor out around the Charleston area until we can get our spot in the marina. It's about a 2-hour drive or motor down outside of the channel to the open ocean. So we're just gonna go ahead and get that done now so that when his last call is over, we can just pop out into the ocean and get sailing, which it's only been 2 months, but it feels like forever. So I'm ready to go. Well, you don't look happy. What's up?
It's hot.
Oh, okay.
It's hot.
What did the office say?
Gotta grab our final electrical meter reading and then we're good to go.
Okay.
You wanna go start the engines?
Oh man, Phoenix is inside. I'm gonna miss her classic happy freak out at hearing the engines go on.
Girl, I know your friends think that we're crazy. They just haven't seen love this plainly. When they ask what on earth is going
Hey girl,
on,
are you excited?
just tune your head in and play this song. 'Cause to me, our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow, then repeat. You're the habit I thought I could be, but old-fashioned love's got a hold of me.
We're gonna follow the channel for a while, and if we get far enough, we may have to put the anchor down until my workday is done. So we're right here. We're gonna go here. This is the exit channel.
Between holding your hand, what I'm feeling in the bottles of wine. 'Cause you just might be something that could stick. Well, at least I put my money down on it.
Man, she was really flying. She was keeping up with the boat, and we're going 5.5 knots.
Whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet.
That's incredible. It's absolutely massive. Meet the Golden Ray, or what's left of her. She's a 656-foot vehicle carrier. In September of 2019, she left the Brunswick port with 4,200 vehicles aboard, but this would be her last departure. The ship capsized during a routine portside turn and sank off the coast of St. Simon's Island. Thankfully, all 24 of her crew were rescued. But 18 months later, the rescue efforts for the ship are still underway. The plan is to dismantle the wreck into 8 segments and lift those giant pieces up out of the water.
I can't even begin to imagine like the amount of insurance claim that's on this shipwreck. There was 4,200 cars on there, and let's say they averaged $30,000 per car. Just in car value alone, that's $126 million worth of lost value. Doesn't even include the ship itself or any of the cleanup efforts that they've had to undertake. That's a hefty bill.
Yeah, 'cause to me our love is like an old-fashioned finest whiskey poured out in our glasses. You are something sweet. Sip you slow, then repeat. You're the habit of
I cannot tell you how excited I am to make this sail. It's been 2 months since we've been on the boat. It's 2 months since we've been on the water, and I think we're finally getting to a point where we're actually, I'm not gonna say good, but we know what we're doing enough to do this successfully. It's really annoying right now though, because the Brunswick Channel, if you've never seen it, I'll have Jess put in a map on the screen. But But if you've never seen it, it's 10 miles long, followed with shoals on both sides. So you just can't go anywhere. So that's what we're doing right now. We've got about 2.5 miles left before we're out of the channel and we can put the sails up and get going.
I don't wanna come on too strong. I'm always worried to stay too long. What's on your mind tonight?
Most annoying part about the channel, second most annoying part about the channel, first being I can't put my sails up, is all of the power boats that come through and have insane wakes. That one wasn't that bad. There was a Hatteras that came through about 10 minutes ago. That was intense. Didn't get on film.
Took my breath away. And what if I told you I wish that I could stay? Is it a mistake? I'll break. Or will you love when I say? What if I told you you took my breath away?
It's time to put up the main. We are far enough into the channel that I only need a few degrees off the starboard side to get into the wind. And there's enough room that's opened up on that side, so we can do it now. By the time the sail's up, we should have enough room on the port side to turn north and head to Charleston. So we've got raising the main down pretty much to a science at this point, but there's one challenge that I still have every time, and that's getting the batten snagged on the lazy jacks. So if you've got any tips and tricks of getting around the lazy jacks as the sail's going up, drop them in the comments below. Thanks. When we first bought the boat, we really didn't understand the dual sheet main that Leopards have. And to be honest, it's still a little, I'm not 100% confident with it, but the important thing to remember is that the windward side sheet is kind of like your normal main sheet, and then the leeward side sheet is kind of like a vang. So you can put the boom in a lot of different positions. It just takes a little getting used to how to combine the two together. But we're gonna turn to the port. And that means the wind's coming from the starboard, so we're gonna have to loosen the starboard main sheet in order to get the sail to go with us.
I don't mind to slow down anymore. Don't mind the sound of my shoes on your floor. Don't mind selling out or playing cover songs. Just as long as friends and family sing along. And I don't need more money or faster car, no.
So right now, we're still basically heading to wind, so we're not getting any speed off the sail just yet. We're still going about 5.5, 6 knots in the channel. We'll be turning away from the wind by about 90 or 100 degrees, which should put it right on the beam. 15-ish knots of apparent wind right now, so call it 12 true. Hoping to get 6 knots out of her. All right, we're somewhere between 8 and 9 apparent straight on the beam, and we're getting 6 knots, which I'm really happy with. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the engines off and enjoy the sail.
Golden loaves of bread down from the shelf. And how rare it is that I stay up past 12. In the backyard we are going to start a garden.
The only time I ever get seasick on a passage anymore is when I am inside on the first day and trying to cook dinner. So, trying to get through this as quickly as possible, and hopefully that way by the time I can eat my dinner, I can still enjoy my dinner. This is what I'm working with today, so let's see what we can whip up. I have some chicken that I already shredded and cooked, and I don't want to use the propane stove because it's already pretty hot in here. So I think I am going to saute some onions and peppers in the Instant Pot and then add the chicken, and I don't know, we'll see what happens from there. Well, no one ever said taco meat looked appetizing, but it tastes
They don't love us, we don't need us.
Charles ran away with the good camera, so got iPhone footage for the rest of this. And unfortunately for me, I decided that I wanted quesadillas, which means I have to use the stove. So it's about to get hot.
Well, I don't mind slow down anymore.
That's too much cheese, said literally nobody ever that lived in this household.
Oh, that looks delicious.
And the best part about it is I made it before I got sick. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Still getting about 9 knots apparent on the beam, and we're doing between 5.8 and 6 knots over ground, which I'm really happy with. But at this pace, we'll pull into the Charleston channel right around 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. But the wind is supposed to swing around behind us a little bit. Hopefully by tomorrow morning, we can try out that new spinnaker of ours.
Even if I met you in another life, still feel like I would end up with you. You got this kind of energy that makes me smile. I just want to settle down with you. My marigold.
I don't ever remember feeling this relaxed on a sail, ever. I think it's just so nice to be back on the boat, and thank goodness we had such a beautiful day with such great weather. It's like, this is what you dream of. This is it. This is it. This is the wind, this is the water, and this is why people live on sailboats. This is incredible.
Never dance with you, I dance the night away.
Quick update for you guys. It's about 2/3 of the way through my second watch now, and this has been an absolutely wonderful sail. As predicted, the wind has both strengthened a little bit and swung around behind us, so we're actually had to alter course so it wasn't dead downwind. So we're about 30 degrees off course right now, but because of the extra strength, we're now going somewhere between 7 and 8 pretty much the whole time, so our velocity made good, about the same. It's also convenient because we're passing Savannah and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 7 to 10 cargo ships on anchor waiting to get in the channel right now that we would have sailed like straight through the middle of, and they frown upon that. So the course alteration is going to get us around them, and then once the sun comes up we can jibe and everything will be good.
This is the first time that I have taken PTO to hit the perfect weather window, and it was 100% worth it. I can't wait for the day that we can put our jobs behind us and sailing with this kind of freedom becomes the norm. But until then, I'm going to go get some night footage, and I will see you all next week.